Before we start today's video, I have a special announcement. Should we do a quick scope? Oots! What? What? Somebody clip that. That's right, ADCArtAttack has just launched and we have a bunch of exciting content coming your way very soon. Be sure to subscribe using the link down below in the description and make sure you have those alerts turned on because we are going to be giving away a bunch of PSN and Xbox Live gift cards during the first few videos of our launch. I am super excited about all of this and I look forward to seeing all of you over there real soon. So let's get back to today's video. What's going on YouTube? My name is ADCArtAttack, his name is Bob, and welcome back to a brand new drawing video. That's right, we are back and with a brand new entry into our redraw series. And so if you have not seen this series, this is a really fun little thing we do over here where we look back through our previous drawings. And yeah, this is my drawing folder, which contains artwork from the years of 1999 all the way through to 2010. There are some really old pieces of artwork in here, and it is so exciting to take a trip down memory lane to find some old things and attempt to redraw them in today's modern style. If I even have one. Yay. Now there really is not much more for me to say in this intro, so what we're going to do right now is take a look through our drawing folder, see if we can find anything to redraw, and hopefully you will enjoy today's video. If you do enjoy today's video, please consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing if you are new around here, but most importantly, leave those comments down below with your suggestions in the comment section below, and I will get to them in the next video. So, enjoy. So, after having a look through my drawing folder, I found this drawing I did when I was 10 years old. For reals, I was super young once, and the years have not been too good to me. But anyway, this drawing is pretty sweet. It's very dear to my heart and means a lot to me. I actually have a distinct memory of when I created this, as well as the episode of The Simpsons it is from. A really classic episode of The Simpsons, one of my favorites of all time because I've seen it so many times. Yeah, looking closer at it, I don't know what that is, but it's clearly a very angry animal. It's an okay drawing. The proportions are not too bad. The line work is aight. The coloring is okay too. And so in keeping with previous episodes, we will be keeping this in display at all times, nya. So let's get started. Now for today's drawing, I'll be using my go-to paper. This is sketch paper. It's nothing special, it's just paper. I'm sorry. And to start, we are using this drawing as the reference today. And this is where one of the major advantages of the old drawing begin. You see, this image was actually a rendered image found on the video box set I no longer own, nor can I find. Now, someone kindly shared with me a screenshot on Twitter of this scene, but unfortunately, you cannot freeze this exact frame in the episode. So rather than changing it from a freeze frame or copying something else, let's just pretend that this drawing is an original piece and I am copying that, but hopefully showing progress. The beginning of a redraw, well, any drawing, should always be the base, a few scribbles that we will slowly build upon, taking shape and form as we progress, careful not to jump too far ahead of ourselves. The most important part of these base scribbles are to feel out the work surface, get your scales right, get comfortable, get relaxed, and enjoy. Now, I was live streaming during this, and well, if you want to relax and focus, don't do that. By the way, if you want to watch my live streams, you should subscribe to ADCArtAttack 2. There'll be a link down below in the description. And you should do that because I live stream my artwork. Nah. Back to the drawing. For the love of Flanders, what is this animal? We went through this on stream. Squirrel, chipmunk, Batman, badger. We don't know what it is. In the end, I agreed with myself. It's a squirrel. So I drew a squirrel. Cool. And that's a raccoon. I'm fairly confident. Whoa! That's close. That's better. Inking, the second step. So I'm using my Winsor & Newton fine liners today, just like most every other day. You should only be inking when you are 100% certain you are happy with your base. I cannot stress this enough. inking is usually a one-take deal, so you kinda wanna be sure. And while I do ink this, I just wanna say a couple of things about this original piece. I was 10 years old. I was laying on my belly in front of the TV with the Simpsons box set, drawing what I saw. I had no idea what art was. I had no idea markers existed. I don't even know if the internet was a thing in my house back then. I just had my pencils, my dollar store paper, and I just wanted to draw. Times were simpler. There was no one judging me, it was just me. And now, everyone will judge me. But ha! Joke's on you. That 10-year-old kid is dead inside. I'm all that's left. But for reals, I love doing this. It reminds me of times before stress, before commitment, when I could draw what I wanted, when I wanted, how I wanted, and no one but me cared. It was okay to suck. On that note, back to my sucky redraw. It's going okay. I like this. We found a balance here between the old drawing and the classic Simpsons. Working without a strong reference is difficult, and I still maintain that The Simpsons is the most difficult art style to perfect on paper. If you don't believe me, you try drawing a perfectly smooth, rounded shape. Good luck with that. So I will never be too hard on myself with these characters. And now it is time to move on to the coloring. Moving on. I just had to do that. And you know what? I'm not going to use my best markers. I'll stick with my Graphite B markers. Admittedly, they're pretty sick, but they aren't perfect. Let's be honest, nothing is. And no better place to start than Homer himself. So, skin tones. They're yellow. Cool. I actually want to approach this in a HD style, which is going to involve highlights, shadows, and that's about it. I feel this will contrast off the original with its super amazing, fantastic coloring that was clearly absolutely perfect and definitely... Okay, I may have gone outside the lines now and then, and so what? Shh. I won't do that this time. I hope. Guys, if you want to consider yourself a professional artist, just stay inside those lines. If you can do that, you've made it. Trust in my words. Oh, and if you can't, just draw the lines thick. It makes it easier. He looks Simpson-y. The colors are a little patchy in some places. That's one of the downsides of drawing such a large drawing. I don't know why I actually drew this so big. Raccoon. I actually changed the tail's angle. You keen-eyed views already noticed this, I'm sure. You clever people. I kinda had to. I has no space, so I flopped his tail, which actually I prefer. Happy accidents? Oh, and I've never drawn animals before. Well, I have, but not much. I certainly have never seen a raccoon in person, so hopefully they're grey. The little criminal looking cutie. Squirrel! I think. I really don't know what I was drawing in the original. It's definitely some kind of animal or child. In any case, I drew a squirrel here, and he's so cute with his fluffy tail and cute biting, scratching. Squirrels are mean. Side note, who lives in the UK? Now, not to discriminate here, but grey squirrels can get to fuck. These buggers are so angry all the time. If you see a gang of these, just run. It's done. Oh, I love it. But let's grab this original and inspect it first. Okay, it's a 19-year-old drawing. I drew this as a baby. I was 10. I didn't know what art was. I just knew I wanted to draw, and I did. It's not the best, but for that age, I don't care. I actually think it's pretty good, and I love it. I really do. It's crazy, almost 2 decades old, and here I am reliving those moments. It kind of puts life into perspective. The fact I remember this so clearly, life is short, and I'm nearing the finish line. Hopefully in 20 years, I can redraw today's one. Speaking of which, today's drawing is actually okay. Now, I know I'm super critical of my current work, but hey, I'm an artist, it's what we do. I think this looks great. The drawing is surprisingly clean and smooth for something I did while live streaming and distracted. I feel I captured the scene, and with the minor changes to the animals, I brought a subtle upgrade to the classic Simpsons while avoiding that crossover to the modern Simpsons. What do you think? Side by side, it's a clear improvement, I won't deny that. Today's drawing was a reference-free attempt at remastering our original. Did I do that? Yes, I did. But these are products of their eras. It'd be unfair to say which one of these is better. What's better to say is this: times change. We grow, we learn, we change. Today's drawing reflects this. Thank you all so much for sticking with me, for enjoying the process, keep creating, and remember, life is not a dress rehearsal. This is it. Try something new today, because tomorrow is going to come sooner than you think. And in no time, I'll be drawing my old 2020 drawing. Take care, and until next time, goodbye. That was so deep. It brought tears in my eye.